Good Thursday evening, January 16th, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. The city of Leavenworth and the Chelan County PUD plan to conduct a land study at the PUD's 13-acre property surrounding its Leavenworth office. A Quincy man will serve up to life in prison after being convicted of multiple sex offenses against a child. Mountain snow a possibility through Saturday, with the coldest temperatures of the season arriving this weekend into next week. Your full forecast is coming up. The man convicted in a January 2024 murder just outside East Wenatchee faces sentencing 1 month from now. 35-year-old Travis Earl Collins was convicted Tuesday of shooting and killing Julio Cesar Garcia Ramirez of East Wenatchee in what authorities say was a drug transaction. Garcia's body was found next to his truck in the 1700 block of Rock Island Road with a gunshot wound to the head. After a week-long Douglas County jury trial, Collins, a rural Leavenworth resident, was found guilty on all charges, including first-degree murder, assault, and robbery. Attorneys asked Judge Brian Huber to schedule his sentencing for February 18th. Collins faces at least 25 years in prison. The main local route through the Old Station neighborhood is open again after it was closed for a sewer collapse. Wenatchee Public Works crews spent last week coping with the sewer break underneath Old Station Road, which forced limits on water usage in the area for 2 days. The sewer repair was soon complete with an estimated price tag of $250,000, but it took longer to reopen Old Station Road to vehicle traffic. The city says all roadblocks in the area were lifted as of this morning. The city of Leavenworth and the Chelan County PUD plan to conduct a land study at the PUD's 13-acre property surrounding its Leavenworth office. The city council approved a memorandum of understanding with the PUD at its Tuesday meeting. The study would determine whether the land could be the future home of the city's public works department and possibly a substation for the Chelan County Sheriff's Office. The city could offer to purchase or lease the undeveloped land. The memo is not a contract, but it puts those possibilities on the table. The PUD commissioners approved the same memorandum at their Monday meeting. The Colville Confederated Tribes have harvested the first bison from a herd that was gifted to the reservation by the Kalispel Tribe. Colville biologists released the herd of 30 buffalo in the northeast corner of the reservation in fall 2023, returning the animal to part of its historic range. The project was partially funded by a $5 million initiative from the U.S. Department of the Interior. Colville members harvested a single bison on Tuesday. The tribe's Fish and Wildlife Agency plans to harvest a total of 5 bison this year, with the meat to be used for important ceremonies such as funerals, naming rights, and other large gatherings. When we come back, Grant County firefighters were summoned about 10:30 last night to a fire at a Soap Lake RV, and Washington's new Governor Bob Ferguson got straight to work after his inauguration Wednesday, signing 3 executive orders moments after his first speech to the legislature. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
You're invited to celebrate Winterfest at Lake Chelan. Enjoy sparkling lights, local wine tasting, and fun for all ages. It's a great time to start a new holiday tradition at Washington's Winter Wonderland. More information at lakechelan.com.
Stay warm this holiday season with the latest high-quality fashions from Vuori, Patagonia, and North Face. Lake Chelan Sports has a huge selection with boots and gloves to match. Find it in downtown Chelan.
Walking on Wooden is Chelan's newest casual boutique. Update your wardrobe with the latest casual fashions from Johnson & Murphy, Free People, and UGG. Look for WOW on Wooden Avenue in downtown Chelan.
You're invited to celebrate Winterfest at Lake Chelan. Enjoy sparkling lights, local wine tasting, and fun for all ages. It's a great time to start a new holiday tradition at Washington's Winter Wonderland. More information at lakechelan.com.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here. I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
When getting the job done right is job one, you need construction equipment that's built right. With durable Kubota engines, more comfort, and the versatility to do it all. You need the Kubota construction lineup. Right now, write it off the lot and write it off your taxes for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months or save up to $4,000.
Grant County firefighters were summoned about 10:30 last night to a fire in a Soap Lake RV. The parked motorhome caught fire in the 100 block of Fern Street North and was fully involved by the time crews from Fire District 7 arrived. No one was injured and they were able to prevent the flames from spreading to nearby structures, but unfortunately, one dog perished in that blaze. The Fire District says the RV itself was a total loss. A Quincy man will serve up to life in prison after being convicted of multiple sex offenses against a child. 37-year-old Jose Omar Martinez Cruz was sentenced last week after a Grant County jury found him guilty of 7 felonies, including child rape and molestation. The Quincy Police Department began investigating Cruz in January 2022 after Child Protective Services learned of the allegations, and he was arrested that May. Jurors convicted him in November after a one-day trial. Judge Tyson Hill sentenced him to 26 years to life under Washington's indeterminate sentencing law. He remains in the Grant County Jail awaiting transfer to state prison. After his initial term behind bars, a review board will decide whether Cruz remains imprisoned for the rest of his life. Washington's new governor, Bob Ferguson, got straight to work after his inauguration Wednesday, signing 3 executive orders moments after his first speech to the legislature. Ferguson's 3 actions dealt with housing, reproductive freedom, and the permitting process, ordering state agencies to find ways to streamline home building and find strategies to protect the right to abortion and other reproductive care in Washington.
As your governor, I will continue this focus on measurable and ambitious goals. I will have a bias for action. To that end, let's get straight to the point. We face real challenges as a state and as a people. Our state is unaffordable for many Washingtonians. We rank 50th last per capita in number of law enforcement officers. Our ferry system, it's broken. We are confronted with a behavioral health crisis. Too many of our residents are unsheltered. Housing is too expensive, and there's not enough of it. Our state government is bogged down by too much bureaucracy. And core freedoms, like reproductive freedom, are threatened. Despite these and other challenges, I am optimistic. I know that together we can make real progress and increase opportunities for all Washingtonians.
Coming up next, Glinda is one of many dogs up for adoption at the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. We'll tell you her story coming up in tonight's Paws for Pets feature. We can expect another mild day tomorrow with mountain snow and much colder temperatures this weekend. I'll have your full local weather forecast coming up. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace? Neighbor? Business? Housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
Coming home should never be a chore. Let Merry Maids of Wenatchee customize all your cleaning needs. Weekly, bi-weekly, special occasion. Do you have a vacation home that needs cleaning? We clean them too. Locally owned and operated, let Mary Mates do the cleaning while you focus on your family and friends. Mary Mates has special offers to fit your budget. Request your free cleaning estimate today. 509-663-1710.
When you think of Doghouse Motorsports, you might think of motorcycles, but there's a lot more in this house. How about Honda power equipment? From snowblowers to lawnmowers to generators and even water pumps, Honda is the brand that sets the standards. Perhaps you need an ATV or UTV. The Doghouse has the largest selection anywhere. Did we mention watercraft and snowmobiles? And of course, we have motorcycles too. Back it up with terrific customer service and you have Wenatchee's best motorsports store 5 years running. Isn't it time for you to be in the Doghouse?
Between juggling groceries, preparing meals, and lending a helping hand, you're a hero without a cape. But who's there to support you? Aging and Adult Care honors caregivers like you, the relatives, friends, and neighbors, helping loved ones remain safely at home. Aging and Adult Care offers chore services, respite, personal care, and more. Serving Chelan, Douglas, Grant, Lincoln, Adams, and Okanagan counties, call Aging and Adult Care at 1-800-572-4459 for caregiver support.
Glinda is not just a witch from the biggest movie of the year, she's also a little dog who wants to bring some magic into your household. Glinda is up for adoption at the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. She's the focus tonight of our weekly feature, Paws for Pets.
Hi, I'm Corley with Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Animal care manager, and today I have with me Glinda. Glinda is about a year, maybe a year and a half old, and we don't know what she is, but she's small and she's beautiful and she's so soft. And she's a real sweetheart. We have had Glinda for about 2 to 3 weeks now, and she was she was pretty shy when she came in, but she's working on that and she's getting braver. What we have learned about Glinda is that she wants to be the only dog in your life. So we think she would be best in a home as the only dog, and maybe a nice quiet home for her because she's a little sensitive girl. So yeah, we think that just a gentle, calm family would be perfect for her. She'd be a really great indoor dog too, actually, because she's really small and really clean, and she's kind of like a big cat in a lot of ways. Glinda is really good at sitting, and she's very treat motivated. I think that she could learn some stuff pretty easily. Glinda loves going on walks, and she's really a polite leash walker. She doesn't pull, and she just trots along beside you wherever you want to go. She's just really happy to be in your company. It can take her a minute to warm up to new people, but after that, she's just like, you are her person. She is super loyal to the people that she loves. It just takes her a minute to trust them. So Glinda is all ready to go. She has been spayed, and she's been microchipped. She has all of her vaccines up to date, and she's a very healthy girl. She has a clean bill of health. Oh, and even though she has a lot of fur, she doesn't really shed very much, which is just another little plus I like to throw in there.
Did Glinda get her name from Wicked?
You know, I don't know who named her, but probably. If anyone who meets her forms any kind of a bond with her, they'll suggest a name. Or the person, usually the behavior team, who does her initial assessment and goes through the move-up process, they'll give her a name too. Yeah. I don't know who did yours, but it works because you're blonde and pretty. So if you would like to come down and meet Glinda, we are open from Thursday through Tuesday, 12:30 to 6, and you can also make an appointment to come meet her on Wednesday. We'd love you to come see her.
Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
Time now to take a look at your north central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a great Thursday, and it was a lot like yesterday, a tad warmer, but we did see plenty of clouds roll in this afternoon after lots of sunshine around our noon hour. Looking out our weather window this afternoon up at Lake Wenatchee, you can see just some of that blue sky that did kind of hang around, but also dark clouds rolling into the upper elevations of western Chelan County. And as we make our way into Friday and Saturday, we do expect some snow showers in those mountains, especially the Cascades, and then over east into the Idaho Panhandle. Isolated heavy bursts of snow are even possible, especially if you're traveling tonight and tomorrow morning across Snoqualmie or Stevens Passes. You could run into some of that snow activity and maybe some slippery roadways, so be careful out there. Today's high temperature, how about that? Unofficially, 38 degrees our high. That's 5 degrees above our normal for this time of year of 33. Our record is 55, and that was set in 1994. 28 this morning, our low. 24 is our normal low temperature, and our record 1 degree, and it was set last year in 2024 for the 4th day in a row. You remember that cold stretch from last year. Sunrise 7:42, and it's set this morning, or set this afternoon, I should say, at 4:39. All right, your Friday temperatures. Here we go. 39 for Moses Lake and Ephrata. Pretty nice, almost 40 in the Columbia Basin. We will be close along with Quincy tomorrow. 38 for Quincy, 38 here in Wenatchee, 37s for Entiat and Chelan, also 37 the high temperature tomorrow for you folks in Kashmir. Taking a look at tonight, we can expect mostly clear skies, mainly because of this large area of high pressure. We'll be a little chilly with those clear skies tonight, with low temperatures generally in the mid-20s. So yeah, it'll be chilly as you wake up and get ready for work in the morning. For Friday, sunny skies and mild. This ridge of high pressure will hold on at least for another day for Friday, with high temperatures tomorrow again in the upper 30s. So it should be a beautiful end to our work week. And then as we get you into Saturday, things begin to change. Big trough of low pressure dips down all the way down into Texas. That'll bring some much cooler air our way, with mostly sunny skies on Saturday. High temperatures only about 30 degrees Saturday afternoon, and it's going to cool down from there. Sunday, sunny skies. It will be just a little bit cooler on Sunday, with high temperatures only in the upper 20s. So we're talking about 5 degrees below where we should be on Sunday. Getting you into the next work week on Monday. Not going to see a whole lot of relief from the cold on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. High clouds and even a little bit cooler. We are only going to get into the mid-20s, and look at how far south this cold air drops. And these temperatures are all below zero from North Dakota over into Minnesota. For Tuesday, sunny, still chilly out there. We'll see high temperatures again with those clear skies into the upper 20s, and you can kind of see that cold air beginning to erode away as we get into Tuesday afternoon. And then by Wednesday, we will see sunny skies and warmer temperatures as high pressure once again moves back into our weather picture. We'll see highs on Wednesday, still a little bit below normal, but a little bit better too, into those low 30s. All right, your 7-day forecast: 25 overnight tonight, 38 tomorrow, 23 the overnight low, and then that cold air moves in on Saturday. 31 our high, 17 the low, and then a couple of cool days, Sunday and Monday. 29 Sunday, 25 on Monday. Look at that low Monday night, 15 degrees, and then all kinds of sunshine for Tuesday and Wednesday. 28 Tuesday, warming up to 32 as we get to Wednesday. That's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
Oh
a good Thursday to you. The Seattle Kraken are wrapping up a 5-game road trip. They're on the road at Winnipeg. Seattle's 2-2 so far on the trip and working on a 4-2 win from Tuesday night over Pittsburgh. Manitoba's Canada Life Center, and that's RE by the way, is the site for tonight's game, which is being broadcast on Kong TV. Well, Washington couldn't hold a halftime lead over Purdue and Seattle last night, falling to the Boilermakers 69-58. Despite 28 points from Great Osipor, Washington fell to Purdue in the Big Ten matchup at Alaska Airlines Arena, which had a surprising amount of Boilermaker fans in the house.
You mentioned it, Don. He's averaging 11 assists and 20 points per over this 5-game winning streak. And there's Louis Courtright with a 3.
But the reason they beat Maryland and almost took down Illinois was how good they were on the glass. But give Washington credit. They've dug in here defensively. Good cut.
Mason with the follow. Osipor with the vision.
They're not really in rhythm because you haven't been getting a lot of them.
Mason.
Guy, we need to get your stat guy on this. Has Purdue gone a half this year without making a 3? I doubt it.
Osipor, has he hit 2 in 1 half?
Yes, he has.
Well, they figured the last time we were here, we watched an incredible game against Illinois. Reidenbach couldn't handle that. Smith down to the ground to get it. Here comes Warrior. Last Washington home game looked like they're going to get blown off the floor by Illinois. Smith! Smith.
Nice.
How did he see Kaufman ran? First. Wow, that just looks so easy. Kaufman ran. Waters Park, and he scores.
He scored. Be a good game.
Courtright lost the defender. It leads to an open 3 for Mason. Well, it's been tougher. And Warrior breaks in. Pardon me, a 47-point second half for the Boilermakers. And now they have won 6 in a row.
Coming up tonight, Washington State is at San Diego at 7 o'clock on ESPN+. 16th ranked Gonzaga visits Oregon State. That'll be at 8 o'clock on the CBS Sports Network. The women's schedule gets underway a little bit earlier. Washington State at San Francisco, while Gonzaga is hosting Portland. Both those games are available on ESPN+. Eastmont lost its 3rd straight last night in prep boys basketball. Ephrata came away with the 60-54 win over the Wildcats. It was the Tigers' first win since January 3rd and 5th of the season. On the girls' schedule tonight, Cascade hosts Moses Lake at 5:45. Chelan visits Tonasket at 6, while Liberty Bell hosts Pateras. Cascade Christian is at Soap Lake at 7:30. The boys' schedule is a little easier with a little busier, I should say, with Garden City Academy at Nespelem. Pateras visiting Cascade Christian. Soap Lake hosts Easton. Ephrata is on the road at Thorpe. Moses Lake plays at Cascade. That's at 7:15. Chelan plays at Tonasket tonight at 7:30. Many of the basketball courts in our region will be covered by wrestling mats tonight. While Luke hosts a double duel with Cashmere, Natchez Valley, and Royal, Chelan is the site for another double duel. It starts with Omak and Chelan, while Tonasket takes on Cascade. That's followed at 7 o'clock by Cascade and Chelan and Omak against Tonasket. Eastmont's hosting tonight against West Valley at 7 o'clock. Wenatchee's visiting Moses Lake. Quincy plays host to Othello. Finally tonight, baseball has lost a legend today. Mr. Baseball, Bob Uecker, passed away at the age of 90 this morning after a short battle with lung cancer. Uecker's Major League Baseball career as a backup catcher was less than remarkable. He became famous after his career was over with 100 appearances on Johnny Carson's Tonight Show, where he made fun of his own career. He received the Ford C. Frick Award from Baseball's Hall of Fame in 2003 and has one of the most viewed acceptance speeches in its history. He begins talking about his father introducing him to sports.
I think the first thing that he ever bought me was a football. And I was very young, and he didn't know a lot about it. He came from the old country. And I mean, we tried to pass it and throw it and kick it, and we couldn't do it, and it was very discouraging for him and for me. And we almost quit. And finally we had a nice enough neighbor came over and put some air in it. And what a difference. My first sport was 8th grade basketball. And my dad didn't want to buy me the supporter, Johnny, to do the job. So my mother made me one out of a flour sack. I signed a very modest $3,000 bonus with the Braves in Milwaukee, which I'm sure a lot of you know. And my old man didn't have that kind of money to put out. But the Braves took it. From there on, it was baseball. Starting with the Braves in Milwaukee, St. Louis, where I won the World's Championship for them in 1964, to the Philadelphia Phillies, and then back to the Braves in Atlanta, where I became Phil Niekro's personal chaser. But during every player's career, there comes a time when you know that your services are no longer required, that you might be moving on, traded, sold, released, whatever it may be. And having been with 4 clubs, I picked up a few of these tips. I remember Gene Mauch doing things to me at Philadelphia. I'd be sitting there and he'd say, grab a bat and stop this rally. This conglomeration of greats that are here today, a lot of them were teammates, but they won't admit it. But they were. And a lot of them were players that worked in games that I called. They are wonderful friends and always will be. And the 1964 World's Championship team, the great Lou Brock. And I remember as we got down near World Series time, Bing Devine, who was the Cardinals general manager at that time, asked me if I would do him and the Cardinals in general a favor. And I said I would. And he said, we'd like to inject you with hepatitis. Of course, any championship involves a World Series, the ring, the ceremony. The following season in St. Louis at Old Busch Stadium. And we were standing along the sideline. I was in the bullpen warming up the pitcher. And when they call my name for the ring, it's something that you never ever forget. And when they threw it out in the left field, I found it in the 5th inning, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah. And once I spotted it in the grass, man, I was on it. I mean, it was unbelievable. My family is here today. My boys, my girls, my kids used to do things to aggravate me too. I'd take them to a game and they'd want to come home with a different player. But my 2 boys are just like me. In their championship Little League game, one of them struck out 3 times, and the other one had an error, allowed the winning run to score. They lost the championship, and I couldn't have been more proud. I remember the people as we walked through the parking lot throwing eggs and rotten stuff at our car. What a beautiful day.
Euchre spent the past 53 years broadcasting Milwaukee Brewers games. He shall forever be remembered as Mr. Baseball. Rest in peace, Bob Euchre. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Thursday.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at NCWLIFE.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app for iPhone and Android. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. Email us at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.